Yeah, what's happening, everybody? Just bringing you part two to the surge. Um, just for all the mic users what want it to be electric mic, I do apologize for segregating it into two segregations. But it is what it is. It's more content for myself, so that's why we did it. But let's jump into it. We're gonna start off with the AOE. I was just doing a quick little pass here with an E-Bon. As you can see here, we pulled a 3 mil. You guys can't see because I'm on camera. There you go. We did a 3 million, just under. Well, just over, should I say, with a E-Bon. Not an E-Bon, sorry. My bad. With a Quizlet. Sorry about that. So we did that, but bear in mind we're not getting the 4% might from it being at 180. So we're losing out on quite a bit of might just for the fact that, you know, we're losing out on that might. I'm going to do another pass real quick with it just to prove that I wasn't lying. Yeah, just for all your clarifications here. There you go, 3.2. So we did a 3.2 with a quiz. That's with a quiz and the two cards if you wanted to rock that. I think it's very viable. I don't think it's a bad thing. A lot of people are very against running the E-Bon. So there's a solid option without an E-Bon. As you can see, I pulled 3.2 mil. If I get rid of myself here again. 3.2 mil in the space of 10 seconds with a Quizlet. So, but because we're rocking the old E-Bon, we may pull a little bit more, but we'll see. So let's jump into it. So obviously, in terms of blast adapter, we got blast adapter obviously. I am rocking the dual wield, so I can rock in my blast adapter effectiveness with light attacks in certain areas in the rotation. Obviously, just handy to have. We've got supercharged circuit breaker. This doesn't change from the precision side of things to the might side of things. This stays the same. Obviously, we've got estimated might. Obviously, I've still got my might in my face. This changes. So obviously with the back and the chest, this gets changed. So we change these out from Berserker and we change it from Penetrating Strikes. I take Extended Supercharge on my chest and I take Accelerated Arc Lightning on my back. In terms of my leg, Restorative Overcharge. Very handy to use if we're going to use Overcharge. There's not really a lot of leg option in terms of electric. Obviously our boots. Tumbling Master, max damage. As you can see, I got 200 E-Bon, 184 transformation card, and a 180. With that 3.2 mil, what we did poll, I did have a 174 Quizlet as well. So take that into consideration. Like I said, you're missing out on that 4% might. As you can see there, I don't have it. So that would actually help a lot. Plus, with a Quizlet, you'll actually make up a lot of damage, especially when you're fighting trash mobs and you're popping your superchargers on all the trash mobs. You will very, very much make up a lot of damage just for the fact that we're using a 5,000 supercharge cost. which does medium damage towards up to seven group members. Well, up to 7 targets, should I say. So it hits up to 7 targets, and it does medium amount of damage, and it's a lot of damage what it hits for. So, yeah, take that into consideration. In terms of my allies, these are the allies what we're rocking. So we got Superman, we got Luck of the Draw, and we got Black Adam for the supercharged generator. This was exactly the same when I did the pass with the Quizlet just then. They would stay the same in that retrospect. Let's do another pass for you lovely people. Here we go. As you can see, we're already at 3.2. Bear in mind, we got a extra cost as we are rocking the E-Bomb. As you can see, we just pulled a 4 mil. Do I need to say any more? Do you know what I mean? We pulled a 4 mil. Yeah. So with the E-Bomb, numbers are a little bit greater, obviously, because you're stacking it up. That being said, like I said, because we're missing out on that huge 4% might, plus we didn't proc a supercharge. I think these all come into different factors. So if you don't like running the E-Bomb, I still think the Quizlet and the 2 cards are very, very strong option for Electric Might. So there you have it. That's the Electric Might. I'm not going to cover the healer because we've already covered it. Let's jump into the single target. I got you covered on that one. You thought it was over, didn't you? Did I catch you out? Let me know in the comments. Let's jump into it, shall we? So, we'll go over here. We'll go on this guy right here. So, as you can see, not a lot changes. Everything kind of stays the same. In terms of my allies, I do change these. I just not changed them around yet. So that gets changed to this. So I rock Crypto, Luck of the Draw, Black Adam. Realistically, we don't need Black Adam, so I'm going to get rid of him. And instead of Black Adam, I'm going to rock I'm going to try something. I pulled a 1.5 with what I had previously. But I'm going to try something. We're going to get rid of this guy too. Just hear me out. I'm going to put Cyborg in, and we're going to try Zod too. We're already getting reduced power generation anyway because we have the robot sidekick. So we're already losing out on, I think it's like 8, it's like 7%, something like that. So I think it's about 7% with a sidekick. And then with Zod, we're taking that 12.5. So let's just say we're losing out on 20%, argument's sake. We're still gaining 10% power increasement because of Cyborg. I'm just going to rock a pass out with this. Let's jump into loadouts here. So I'm rocking Tesla Ball, Iconic Drain, which is also a finisher. We have Amplified Heat Vision, Overcharge, Exabyte Robot Psychic, and then we have Circuit Breaker. In terms of the way that is spec'd, they don't really change. They're pretty identical. The only difference is, so with the super speed, you go down here, you grab these two iconics, I grab these three. The only difference is with the AoE, I won't have heat vision. I'll save that point because I don't need it. In terms of my weapon, obviously we got one in the dual wield. And then I have superpowered, critical attack chance, critical attack damage. I then go might and power, and then I put the rest in precision. Reason why I put the rest in precision is because we're getting that blast adapt to proc as much as we can. Pretty much it's like every 12 sort of seconds you want to throw out a light attack, ranged light attack to proc that. Yeah, it's roughly about 12 seconds when you need to proc that again. So it's not too bad. Try to remember to do it. It's handy. Does extra damage. Is what it is. So let's get into it. So you can see left to right. So we're doing 1.2. So I don't think this is going to be as beneficial as the way I had it. So we're gonna pose this one up. I don't think I'm gonna pull any more than a 1.2 on that. That's fine. It's near here or there. So we're gonna get rid of him. I'm gonna rock luck of the draw again. I just think it's bad. I'm actually gonna get rid of Cyborg too. And I would actually probably just say rock this guy with supercharge. This is probably what I would do. I think in the retrospect of things, it'd probably be more beneficial to do that. To rock the supercharge benefit on a single target loadout. I don't think there's much other option what we have. Because we don't really have too much other options, I would say rock this. At least then you're getting good single target. You're getting the buffs from one of these buffs proc every 12.5 seconds. So it's consistent of certain things. And then obviously thingy. If you didn't want to run Luck of the Draw, you could run Shazam. And you could have this one. But the thing is, you got to realize with this is you're only going to get that 4% might whenever you activate your ally. You have to activate your ally in order to get it. But it would be a good option if you didn't want to run Luck of the Draw. I think Luck of the Draw is just a super solid overall thing. I mean, you can either get power, you can get crit chance, you can get crit damage, and you can get just overall damage anyway from extra might, right? So I think it's overall a solid thing. But let's jump into another rotation here with these three. I'm going to see what we pull here. This is a 1.3. Just a little bit higher. Excuse me. You guys can't see the numbers, but I'll show them in a minute. I think single target electric's just not... It isn't what it once was. I mean, bear in mind, that dummy's not going to give me any power and stuff, because that's the broken one. Let's try it on this one, see if it's any different. Do a quick pass here. we just did a 1.2. It's not that great, if I'm being honest. I'll probably tinker around with loadouts and try and find a slightly better one. There's really not much option what you could do. I mean, you could probably run electrogen if you really wanted to. I just think you're a little bit limited in terms of single target, in terms of might. But there you have it. That's what we're rocking. That's what I'm using. Hope you guys enjoy it. Go and try it out for yourself. Let me show these numbers real quick before I do go. As you can see here, on the broken dummy, we pulled a 1 mil with Zod. We then went to a 1.2 once I switched it around. 1.1, 1.2. And that's about it. That's the consistency of it. We did a 1.3. This was our peak once I switched it from Zod and switched from Cyborg, and I switched to what we're rocking now. Bear in mind, you're not going to get this passive unless I'm rocking my supercharge. I mean, we can do a quick pass real quick. I don't really want the video to carry on too quick, but let's do a quick pass with a supercharge, and I'll see what it hits here. Probably a 2 mil, maybe. Hopefully. 1.7. And 1.76. As you can see, 1.76 with a supercharge. Like I say, I feel like it's a little bit on the low end in terms of single target. But in terms of AoE, we make up a lot of damage on the AoE. So I think the problem is with this game and just in general is the balance between AoE and single target sometimes is quite exponentially out of alignment with a lot of powers. It just is what it is. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about having fun, you know, and if you can have fun while playing the powers that you play, it's always a good thumbs up, right? So, yeah, hopefully that resolves the power for my electric. So enjoy it, have fun, take care, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, all the best, peace.